Listen,
that poor boy.
Dogs know stuff. They can smell
That's true.
seizures, cancer. Why can't they smell body pain?
They probably can.
That's what I'm saying.
I generally believe that. He's coming over here to check you out.
You know a song I hear in the back of my head looking at Bryson?
I can't wait. Tell me.
Good old Sandy, even though his name isn't Sandy, but like from Annie, when they found Sandy and they were talking about how much they loved, even though Sandy's been through so much.
We did a production of that in a youth theater that I grew up in back home. And it was a nationally famous dog they brought into play. And that poor dog had been abused and like caught on fire and like its tail chopped off and it was missing an ear. And it looked like the monster from the Black Lagoon. And that dog like bounded up on stage, and the little girl playing Annie, she just got down on her knees and let that dog like lick and suck all over her face. And it was like every time I was like, I'm ready to vomit. That poor dog. And the dog just was the sweetest, cutest thing ever. He had, found a loving home and gotten through all that trauma. It was just like literally an inspiration. But that poor baby.
But entertainment entertainment pets and stuff like that, they're constantly abused. Like on the Brady Bunch, they had 2 tigers, right? 2 dogs named Tiger. The first one, they chained this son of a bitch down to the floor to make sure that he wouldn't move, and then they made all the white kids gather around him so you couldn't see the chains, and they were just petting him and stuff. His whole face is stuck to the fucking ground like this. The whole time that these people are petting him. And you find that out later on when they do like the movie / documentary or whatever.
Or something.
And it's just horrendous to know that that's how y'all got this dog to stay still.
That is so sad.
And that's the second of 2. So I don't know what y'all did to the first.
Oh, they wore that one out.
He died during hiatus, but they don't tell you how, but he died during hiatus.
That's tragic. Well, on that note, welcome to the Chiropractical Podcast. I am your host, Peachy Keen, Dr. William Hatten, coming at you right here from Atlanta, Georgia. We are here with our gracious, our glorious, our gastronomical host, all-star.
He means fat.
Yeah, I mean a lady that knows her way around the kitchen, okay?
And the plate.
Woo! Round or square, she don't care.
I am the real barefoot contessa.
Welcome back to season 1, episode 6. We are here to
7.
It's episode 7 already. It's like Christmas. I can feel it. It's right. It's November, right?
Siete.
This is like Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day.
Well, no, we're not quite Thanksgiving yet. That'll be episode 9.
I'll only be celebrating time and a half.
Time and a half paid.
I do not celebrate Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, welcome back. Who knows where we are, but let's I think we're on season 1, episode 7 of the Chiropractical Podcast. I am so ready to stretch the truth with you today, Miss All-Star. What have you got today?
Okay. So don't hold back.
I never.
So word on the street
is
like physical therapy. Chiropractors require referrals. Before you can even make an appointment.
Oh, I see. Well, that's not true.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, you can just come on in. We are, in fact, what is called a portal of entry physician.
Sounds like a cruise.
Right? That? Who wants to get in my port of entry? So a portal of entry physician is anybody that you can come and see that you do not need a referral. So you don't need to be sent here by an orthopedist. You don't need to be sent here by your primary care physician. You don't need to be sent here by anybody. You can just call me up and say, you know what? I'd really like to come check out the chiropractor. I'd like to get an adjustment. I'd like to feel better. And I will point out that if you are going through your health insurance, your major medical health insurance, you probably do need to get a referral for a physical therapist. But there are a lot of physical therapists that operate like me outside of the major medical health insurance system, who you can also go to without needing a referral. But if you are trying to use your insurance to pay for these benefits, you pretty much always have to have a referral either from your primary care doctor or from an orthopedist to go to a physical therapist. That is never true for chiropractic. We are open access all the time.
Okay. And do people have to have insurance if they come see you?
They can, or they don't have to. I feel like one of the things that's important to me is that I am accessible to anybody that needs me. I understand some people may not be able to afford my care, and I have ways to try to work around that. I might offer a payment plan. I might offer some reduced rate. I will frequently work where I'll come up and set up shop and do like a clinic for in the neighborhood, in the community, you know, give people a chance to just come in. But I do not accept major medical insurance. But you don't need it. And if you have major medical and you really want to use your benefits anyway, I can create something called a super bill that you can take with you and you can file for reimbursement.
Do you take food stamps?
That's a great question. And I'm going to have to say no. I don't think I count as food, though you might want to eat me up. But I don't think I actually count as a foodstuff.
That's a tramp stamp.
Oh, you weren't supposed to be looking back there.
Oh, God. I holistically was. Speaking of hoes.
Yeah.
The word of the week is holistically.
Tell me about it.
That's when the hoes get the list locally. Holistically.
Ooh. Can you spell that?
Yes.
That's
HOLISTICALLY. Or is it one L at the end? I did it right. The laughter makes me feel like I didn't, but I did.
It was the
holistic ally. That's right.
Yes.
I remember it. Is that right? Right?
It must be.
Yeah, I'm right. Damn all that. Run it again. I know damn well I didn't misspell this word.
It was just the lack of conviction that was funny. I have never seen you doubt literally anything.
I've never had a conviction. You can run my number right now. I ain't never had a conviction.
She's not going to turn up with no mugshot anywhere.
Yeah. No, ever.
I've seen that twice as hot headshot. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was for a movie. I've never in my life had a conviction. I will always lack conviction. In the name of Jesus. I holistically do.
While we're talking about holes, let's lead into our crack of the week. So let's talk. We talked about portal of entry. You do not need a referral to come see me, so that's wonderful. Let's talk about one other thing, though, okay? Chiropractic scope of practice. I am a neuromuscular skeletal specialist.
Damn.
Right? So I work with nerves. I work with muscles. I work with joints. I can help make all those things better, okay? However, and this varies from state to state. In Washington and Oregon, chiropractors can actually deliver babies. They can do minor surgeries. They can do all sorts of stuff. But Georgia is a relatively conservative state when it comes to chiropractic care. In our state code, it says that we cannot puncture the skin, so no dry needling for all those people that really like that out there, nor can we enter any orifice. And that's the wording in our state code. No entering of orify for us. Okay.
That doesn't seem fair.
You would think. So I had a patient give me a call. This is one of my absolute favorite patients. She is a bedrock of this practice. She's been coming to me since I opened. And oh my God, it was like 9:00 on a Saturday night. And I would not, she has my personal cell phone number. That's how close we are. I definitely wouldn't answer the phone for anybody else other than this woman. And she calls me and she goes, "Doc." And I said, "Are you okay? It's 9:00 at night. Like, are you getting murdered? Like, otherwise, why are you calling me?" And she goes, "It's basically like that." And I said, "Okay, you should not be calling me. Should you call 911?" And she was like, "No, it's not that serious." And I said, okay. All right. What do you need? And she goes, "I need you to help me with something private." And I said, "Okay, hit me." And she goes, "Well, I lost my egg." And I said, "Your egg?" And she goes, "You know, the kind that vibrates." And I said, "Is it under the bed?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "Is it in the drawer?" And she goes, "You know where it is." And I said, "No, ma'am, I do not. I do not know, and I do not want to know where it is." And she goes, "I need you to come dig it out for me." You don't even have work. This is the first time I've ever seen you speechless.
All I can think about is the gerbil situation. But
yes. She wanted me to dig that egg out of her like a gerbil out of that man's butthole. Except this was not in the butthole. But she literally thought I could help her with that. And I guess as a friend, that's touching. But I don't know that that's the nature of our relationship. I've never seen her hoo-ha.
I ain't that close to anybody.
Hello.
The hell? She better get a magnet.
I don't know if they make them that strong.
Get a horseshoe and guide that sucker out.
Well, what I told her to do is she'd been telling me how cute her neighbor was. And I said, just go knock on your neighbor's door. I'm sure he'll help you. And she goes, you are full of shit. And I said, well, I'm not full of an egg, girl. Go get your neighbor to help you. Rely on the kindness of strangers. I mean, that could have helped you prevent this in the beginning. So long story short, she went next door and he fished it out. Turns out he is an expert fisherman. An angler, if you will.
Clearly. And it helped her bath. I just want to I want to know, when was this? Like, what year was this?
This was like maybe 4 months ago. So 2023.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 2022.
Because if it was 2022, then I'm definitely going to blame her.
As opposed to 2023?
Yes.
Okay, we're giving more forgiveness this year?
No, this is why they took our reproductive rights away from us. Because you're out here being reckless with this egg. And they were like, well, that's all we need. Roe versus Wade overturned. Women gonna have to start over. And it's because y'all doing shit like this with eggs. We should have expected this the whole fucking time. Shit like this. This is why, ladies. This is why. Keep your eggs where they belong.
Well, and my God, they've got a string on it. The string side is down, so you can reach in there and get that string.
That's holistically true.
That is holistically true. And while we're talking about holes and holistic hair, I want to thank you guys for listening this week. While you've been listening and being entertained by myself and All-Star, you could have come in here and gotten a wonderful adjustment that would not include entering any orifice or puncturing your skin. So if you want more information or would like to play along with our keyword tracker, make sure you head over to my website, www.drwilliamhatten.com. You can download that tracker and you can get more information about us and our podcast. Make sure you are following along every Wednesday, and you can download this podcast wherever you get yours. Talk soon. Bye.